The next piece is I want to talk a little bit about the types of research articles, because not every article you find is going to align with what I just gave you. They're going to depend on the journal itself and what they require. It depends on the type of research article conducted. Some articles are not conducted that way. So I want to talk about 3 general areas by which you see research articles constructed in these journals. So the first one is what we call qualitative. A qualitative article generally finds the voices of those whom they're studying. So it involves sometimes interviews, case studies, narrative researches, what we call phenomenological or ethnographic studies, where we're actually studying and observing people and we're gathering their voice. That's generally the part of a qualitative research. And of course, we can get deeper, but for now, this is what you need to know. So in this section, you will do your deep reads or heavy skims for findings, discussions, and conclusions. You will do your medium skim for the methodology and your light skim for your intro, literature review, and framework. That's for the qualitative research. Likewise, a quantitative research paper is built up kind of like a scientific study where they are looking for patterns in data. So they're collecting largely numerical or statistical data and testing that data to a degree. And there are many ways by which you can do it. I offer a course talking about how these research designs work. If you want to find out more information, you can check out that course. I think it's a mini course that is in the works right now. But in the quantitative section, much like the qualitative, your deep reads are going to come from the findings or results, the discussion, and the conclusion. Your medium skim is going to come from the methodology. And your light skim is going to come from your intro, lit review, and framework. I say all of that because that's the exact same thing I said for the qualitative, but I'll also say this. There are times where you may want to do a deep read of the methodology in a quantitative study, because it's how they set up the measures and how they manipulate the measures that you will need to know, because it will come up in the results. So you may want to substitute that medium skim for a deeper, heavy skim. Then of course, not every research fits the qualitative or quantitative mode. There is another one, generally called a literature paper, or what we may call a theoretical paper. A literature paper is simply an analysis of research on a particular topic. A theoretical paper is an analysis of studies that either elaborate or promote a particular theoretical perspective. On these, there aren't those sections that I talked about. They're simply reserving the entire work for these sections. So you have to deep read everything. On these types of papers, you have to do a deep read on everything, and it will be to your benefit to use the headers or headings in these papers as topics within the study. Essentially, there are many themes within the study, and you're going to use those headings as those themes. So you take notes according to those particular themes or sections. That is a general overview of the types of research articles you'll read, and each one requires a different level of skimming and reading intensity. So you need to know that.